Hello, hi everyone. Welcome to the training on how to make money online. I am happy to see you guys here. I'm so sorry that it's taken this long for this to happen. I'm really very happy that you've been patient with me and that you're here with me today. So welcome to the training on how to create a money making blog. And so we want to talk about basically those of you who are interested in blogging and how you want to make money blogging. Okay, you know, a blog is basically a journal, where you post information about a certain topic. So it could be about a topic that you like. Hello Mobo, how are you doing? It could be a topic that you're interested in, or just a topic that you want to make money from. But usually it's better to write about stuff that you're interested in so that it can be long term. It could be something that you can sustain for long term. So if you want to create a money making blog, the first thing you have to think about, or you have to do, is to choose the niche that you want to make the money making blog on. So your niche is very important. What is a niche really? A niche is the market that you want your blog to be about, or the topic that you want your blog to be about. So if you want your blog to be about, gossip, like most people are interested in making gossip blog these days. If you want your blog to be about politics, it could be about makeup, it could be about weight loss, it could be about getting married, it could be about getting divorced, it could be about anything really. But the most important thing is to find a need and offer and feel the need, that is, offer a solution, or find a problem and offer a solution. Your blog must be something interesting that people want to read, that people want to come back to read. So if you guys have any questions, just let me know. It's most people are always interested in how to make a blog, but they don't know what to blog about. So I guess that's one of the questions. That's where the niche selection comes in. What do you want to blog about? You can have a lifestyle blog, you can have a personal blog, a blog that's is about you, your stories, your own personal life. And you can have a blog that maybe will impact other people, like maybe the women, teenage ladies, or students in school or something. Your blog has to have a meaning, and it has to have a target audience. And so what is your niche selection? I'm not sure what all of you guys are doing right now, so if you have any questions about what kind of blog you want to do, or what kind of blog you have been thinking about opening, and if you have any questions that you need clarification with, just let me know. First of all, we're going to talk about niche selection. So what is a niche? A niche is basically the market in which you want your blog to be about, the topic. So you have a broad market. For instance, let's use an example, weight loss, right? Weight loss is a very big market. It's a market that has a lot of competition, a lot of buyers. A lot of people want to lose weight. Even people who are slim want to lose weight. Even people who are big want to lose weight. People who want to get married in 2 weeks want to lose weight so that they can get into a wedding dress. So this weight loss is the broad market, but you want to narrow down your market into a niche. So that's something smaller, so that it's easy for you to compete in that market. That is what niche selection is about. It's one thing to want to create a blog about weight loss, but then can you compete in that market is what you need to find. You need to ask yourself, can you compete in that market? So that's where another thing, keyword research, comes in. Because once you've selected your niche, which is either weight loss or a blog about pregnancy, or blog about losing tummy fat, or blog about it could be about anything really. Once you've selected that market, you want to go and do some keyword research to find out whether that market has a lot of people interested in it. So if you're interested in a market that is maybe fashion, obviously fashion is a lovely market. A lot of people are interested in the fashion market, but then you need to know how many people are searching for the fashion market and how much competition is in that market. So that's what you need to find out. That's where keyword research comes in. Okay, so it depends on what you want to blog about. If you have any questions, guys, just let me know. If there's anything you want to know. Mobile, you're there. Neka, is anyone there? Just let me know if you're interested. Hi, Imo. You want to tell me if you have any questions? Please let me know. I hope I'm not just rambling. Sorry again, I want to apologize again about last week, about not being able to have this training last week. So today we're just going to really be discussing to see how how we can get to anybody and everyone who wants to learn how to make money blogging. First of all, we have talked about niche selection and why it is important. Niche selection is important for so many reasons. It makes your blog specific. One of the reasons is that it makes your blog specific and appeal to a targeted audience. So your blog is specific, meaning Very funny. Your blog is specific. So if your blog is about how to lose tummy fat, if your blog is about how to take care of your children, it could be about how to take care of teenage kids. So you need a specific niche so that you can appeal to a targeted audience. The reason why you want to appeal to a targeted audience is so that, you are, how long, Imo says, how long does it take to start a money-making blog? Well, that's a very realistic question, Imo. It takes a while. It doesn't take that much long to start, but then it takes a while to, build it, because obviously you need to write content for that blog, and content takes time, and also other things, required to make your blog a proper blog. You need to be prepared for the long haul. It's not a short-term plan. You must look at it like, hey, excuse me, if I'm starting this blog, I'm really ready to stick with this for the long haul. So if you want to start a blog, there's certain basic things that you need to have in place in order to start a blog. First of all, you need a platform. You need a domain name or a free blog. There are many free blogs out there. You have the blog that's sponsored by blogger.com, which is a blogspot blog and is obviously a Google blog. Then you have WordPress, and then you have Wix. There are other, free platforms out there that you can use to start blogging if you're new to the market and you don't want to spend any money. And then you also can buy your own domain name, which will be a www.yourdomainname.com, depending on whatever your domain name is. So it could be a domain name about so Imo is asking a question: is there a time frame if you are to coach someone? Let me just finish with this, then I'll answer that question, Imo. It could be about your domain name. Yes, important. So sorry. So yes. Sorry guys, I just need to catch my breath again now. I'm kind of lost train of thought with that question that Imo asked, and I don't want to have to cut off and answer that question when I've not finished with this one. So we're talking about domain name. That's the first important step. Of course, your domain name is determined by the niche. Your domain name is also determined by your keyword research. Your domain name obviously has to be targeted. So if you're going for a blog in the weight loss niche, you want to have a domain name that is related to what you're selling. So if you're selling treadmills or if you're selling workout gear, you want to have a domain that appeals to that audience, the audience that would love to buy workout gear. So your workout gear, things like workout sports bra, things like sports pants. Hi there, thanks for joining us. You want your blog to be targeted, and so you want your domain name to also be targeted so that it is appealing to the search engines and appealing to those people who are looking for you. So if I was going to have a blog, say in a fitness niche, and it's I'm trying to sell fitness gear, my blog is going to be titled something like fitnessgearx.com or fitnessgear4u.com or ladiesfitness.com. It appeals. It has fitness in it, so which makes it targeted. And it appeals to a certain kind of audience. It's targeted, so it appeals to a certain kind of audience. So if I'm talking about fitness gear ladies, for instance, then you know that it's only ladies that I'm going to be selling stuff for. So it's only women who are looking for fitness gear that are going to will love my blog or will love what I'm trying to sell to them. Okay. Another reason why you want to do niche selection, I'm looking at my notes, guys. So another reason why you want to do niche selection before you start a blog is because niche selection makes it easier to monetize. If you're doing niche selection, like for instance, I said, niche. If you choose a niche, means it's a targeted market. So it's easier to monetize to that targeted market. So if, let's say, for instance, we're going with the fitness gear ladies, for instance, I'll be selling things like fit sports bras, runners, tights, yoga pants, dumbbells, and things that appeal to women when they are women who work out. Okay, so it's easier for me to monetize to that audience by getting physical products, in that market. Also, you can sell information products to that market as well, by creating a product for women who want to lose weight, depending on your target. So you're thinking about, say, women who want to lose weight in 2 weeks. I'm sure there's so many people who will be interested in that, especially women. Or lose weight before your wedding, or lose weight in 2 weeks before your wedding. You can create an information product that teaches women how to lose weight fast before their wedding. So for instance, if their wedding is in 2 weeks, you can have a training that says something like how to lose weight fast in 2 weeks. So you now have women who are interested in weight loss, especially women who want weight loss fast, you know, who want to lose weight quickly so that they can get married in nice, sexy wedding dresses. Okay, so another reason why you want to do niche selection is that, you know, your blog will rank better. Well, how will your blog rank better? You know, Google, the search engines have some sort of algorithm where, you know, they give more importance to targeted blogs when people make searches. So if somebody goes to the website or to Google and goes and makes a search, like say fitness gear for women or fitness gear under $30 or something like that, you know, it makes it easier. You know, people who are making the searches, if you're writing about topics like that, Google is going to want to show that content to those people making those searches, because, you know, it's targeted. You know, they are looking for that information, and your blog has that information. So Google is going to definitely show it to you, show it to those searchers, so that they can find your blog online. You know, so that's the reason why you want a targeted blog. So another reason why, so your targeted blog is going to rank better. So if you're doing things like SEO, you know, making your targeted keywords. So if you're doing keyword research, like if you're doing targeted keywords like fitness gear, you want to write articles around fitness gear. Say about 15 to 20 articles focused around fitness gear. So you can have fitness gear for women, fitness gear for women, for yoga, fitness gear for yoga, you know, things like that. Those are content that you have to create around that keyword so that people can find you who are searching for fitness gear. Making a blog is not easy. If you think that it's easy, then you really need to prepare your mind, because it is something that you have to start with the right mindset. You start with the right mindset, meaning that you have to you know, be ready to go the long haul. You have to be ready to work with it. So there's a lot of writing involved. Of course, blogging, you know, is a place where you put articles on regularly. You know, you have to be prepared to write about 3 pages of content to 5 pages of content every week. You can't write just 1 page of content and expect that people are going to find you, because if you want to get traffic to your blog for free, it means that you have to provide content, regular content, so that people can find you, so that people who are making searches online can find your blog. So if people are making searches on fitness gear or yoga pants or Nike shoes, they can find your blog because you're writing content based around those topics. So that's what blogging is about, really. Blogging is about putting out content every day or every other day. So a minimum of 4 pages a day, if you ask me. So you need to make sure that you're doing, 4 pages a week. 4 pages a week. But I'm sure there are so many people out there who blog 3 to 4 times a day, which is very, very doable and very, very permitted and recommended, if you know, as well. Because as a new blogger, you know, people are going to find you only based on the content that you have on your blog. So you want to make sure that you have enough content on your blog so that a lot of people can find you. So the more content you have, the more free traffic you get, and, you know, the more interaction you have on your blog. You know, when you have a lot of content on your blog for people to talk about, or for people to, you know, have conversation over. You know, it's always good. That's why it's good to have content on your blog. Another reason why niche selection is important is because it builds credibility, you know, and it builds your profile. This being said, you know, if you're focused on a particular niche, it's easy to become a professional in that niche or an expert in that niche, because you're always writing about that content, about that topic. And so you have to do research all the time about that topic. So if you're reading about something over and over again, and if you're writing about something over and over again, you kind of are an expert in that topic, because you're combing the web looking for information for your audience, and, you know, your audience are finding it important, you know, finding you credible. You're finding you as the go-to person for this topic. So if somebody is looking for somebody who would teach them how to raise their teenage children, right? If you have a blog that is about teenage kids and raising teenage kids, for instance, then you know, you'll be able to focus on that audience. So people will know that you are how will I put it, an authority in that topic. The more you write about something, the more of an authority you become. So it's easier to help people. You find out that you're able to find out what people are looking for, what searches, what problems they have, and what questions they have, and then you can now offer a solution and answers to those questions in your blog. So the easiest way to do this is to go and do, you know, some searches, research what people are after, what people want to know in that market. So if it's people who are interested in losing weight, most people want to lose weight around their tummy area. Most people want to lose weight between their legs, on their thighs. Most people want to increase their butt size, so you want to be an authority in that niche, so that people can find you credible, like the go-to person for that information. So that's why doing your niche selection beforehand is important. Your niche selection basically determines what your blog is going to be about, what the topic of your blog is. So without this selection, or without selecting what your market is going to be about, you'll find it that you're not able to focus on a topic, and your blog will be basically like a blog that's all over the place, or has a lot of categories, and you find it very hard to break even or break into those kind of markets because you're not focused. So if your blog is too broad, if your blog topic is too broad, it makes it harder for you to focus on the right audience, in order to help the right audience. So you want to make your blog more focused, so that it will be easier for you to reach the right audience. Okay, I hope I'm not losing anybody. If you have any questions, please write your questions in the questions box, in the comment box. And also, if you want to reach me on my email is anitahsolomon@gmail.com. That's an easy way to reach me if you have any further questions. You know how to reach me on Instagram and on Twitter already, but then if you want to reach me by email, my email is anitahsolomon@gmail.com. So we're going to move on to how to choose a niche. It's like I think I've already mentioned most of that. Choosing a niche, first of all, you want to choose a niche that is sustainable. You want a topic that is a sustainable topic. You don't want something that is going to die off after a while. Hi, how you doing? How you doing? You don't want something that will fizzle out. So you don't want to create a topic based on the hot topic of the season, because if you create a blog based on the hot topic of the season, it will fizzle out, and then your blog really would be redundant, and it will just be there, and there'll be no traffic coming to your blog. So you want to create a blog in a market that is evergreen, a market that would never die. So markets like weight loss, sports, anything in sports, weight loss generally, health and fitness, food, cuisine, kitchen, food is also very important. A lot of people are interested in that market. Gardening, things that would not die down, things that people have an interest, things that people have vocation for, things that people will call a hobby, those kind of things that will not die off. So your market has to be sustainable. So you want to be sure that if I'm going to be blogging about this market, 3 years from now, am I going to still be able to blog about this topic? Or 5 years from now, will I still be able to blog about this topic? Because your blog has to have longevity. So you want to be able to blog for a long time, Another topic, of course, is the popularity of the topic, which is the same thing as the sustainability of the topic, I guess. Because, if the topic is popular, then people will want to find out about that topic. So, politics is always something that people want to know about. There's always going to be something political going on. So that's why a lot of people blog in the politics market, in the political market. So that's an evergreen market. The how to niche, or I'll say the how-to, because there's a lot of how-tos. There's a how to cook, there's a how to make money, there's a how to do my makeup, there's a how to clear my skin of acne. So many how-to topics is a good blogging topic, because it's like a topic where you find a problem and you want to offer a solution. So you want to look into that as well. Just make sure that you pick a topic that is popular, not just popular, but a topic that is sustainable, because a topic can only be popular for just a short time. And I want to create a blog about raising kids. Is it a good niche? Yes, it's a very good niche, very, very awesome niche, because that somebody asked a question, that there's always going to be people, people having kids, and kids growing up, and obviously, depending on the market you want to talk about, you could talk about how to raise kids, how to raise toddlers. There's that niche market. Then you can talk about how to raise teenage kids. There's different markets, or you could just talk about how to raise kids in general, and then you can now have different categories. Toddler category, you can have the teenage category, you can have. Sorry guys, we got cut off there. Somebody was interrupted me just now. So we're talking about, somebody asked a question about he wants to create a topic in the raising kids niche. Go right ahead, but just make sure for the long haul. All right, make sure that you're ready to stick with it for the long haul. Don't go into a topic that you don't want to stick with. The raising kids market is very, very evergreen. a lot of people are going to still have kids. I'm sure maybe you have kids yourself, or you have somebody who has kids, or maybe you have somebody who has grandkids. So people are always going to have the challenge on how to raise kids right, especially in this our economy now, or in this our world where a lot of kids are getting distracted, or getting distracted and getting pulled into bad gangs and all that kind of stuff. It's a topic that you definitely want to. Hi Mavic, I'm sorry, it's kind of hard to pronounce that name. Welcome to Periscope. This is your first time. Welcome to Periscope, and it's you who asked the question about raising kids. And so I'm just making it clear to you that yes, you can definitely open a blog in that topic. It's a topic that you're going to definitely be able to sell a lot of stuff. Another thing you need to think about when you're opening a blog or when you're choosing a niche is, can you sell something in that niche? Is it a marketable niche? Is it a niche that they are buyers? Is it a buyer's market? You don't want to create a blog around a market that is not a buyer's market, because if you do that, it'll be hard to sell stuff. You won't be able to sell stuff because people are not buying. So in the kids niche, for instance, there's so many things you can sell, so many products you can review in that niche. There are books you can review, there are products you can review, schools, whatever you think about. I'm sure Amazon has a number of games and stuff that you can use, and books you can use to teach women or parents how to raise their teenage kids. So definitely look into that topic, do a bit of research, do some keyword research. It's definitely an evergreen topic you want to look into. There's so many products out there that you can promote as an affiliate as well. So if you're creating a blog in that niche, you also think about affiliate marketing and how to monetize that niche. All right. Definitely another thing you want to look at when you're choosing a niche is it a profitable niche, which I've already mentioned as well. Is it a profitable niche? So if people are not buying in that market, then you really don't want to create a blog around that market, because it's going to be hard to sell to people. So make sure you do your research. Places to do your research will include like the blogs, forums, especially forums. If you go out there, you're going to notice that there's so many forums out there where you can find real people who have real issues. So there's so many women out there who are having difficulty raising their children right. It might not mean they're bad parents. It just means, and that it actually proves that they're not bad parents, because they're actually looking for a solution. So you want to find those kind of people, and the easiest places to find those people are in forums, and all you need to do is search your niche plus the plus sign and then forums. So if your niche is raising kids plus forum, you will definitely find a lot of forums in that market, so that you can join those forums and be part of the community. It's important to be part of the community, because you can't just join a forum and expect to start selling. No one is really going to take you seriously. They're just going to think you're coming to spam the forum. So you want to join the forum, get engaged in the forum, respond to threads, make comments, create your own threads. Let people know that you're the go-to person in this topic, that you have a lot to offer. So when you're answering questions and responding to forum posts, you want to be real, give real examples, help people. It's easier to give free information to people in order to build credibility before you start thinking about making paid information. So definitely think about that when you're thinking about your niche as well. All right, so we've talked about sustainability and profitability of your niche when you're choosing that. Another thing you want to think about when you're choosing your niche is the competition. Never ever forget about the competition, because it will determine how much work you have to do. Definitely, if there's a niche that's got high competition, you might be worried about going into that market, and that's something to worry about, but it's not something to shy away from, because the fact that a niche has so much competition doesn't mean that you can't make it in that niche. It just means that you have to put in more work for it to work for you. You need to do more SEO, you need to write more content, more more user-friendly content. Definitely you want to write content that appeals to people. You want to write content for the readers, for the people, so that you could appeal to them and so that they'll come back to you. You don't want to write content that is just for the search engines. We used to have those times when you write content just for the search engines, and then you keyword spam, and you have only bots coming to your site and real people don't visit. So you want to write a blog or content where real people visit. Hey, I'm here now. Okay, hi Cynthia, how you doing? Sorry you're coming in late, but we're just kind of getting the hang of things again. But I'm sure as time goes on, we're gonna you haven't missed much, but I'm sure you can go back and watch the replay. We were talking about niche selection. We're still at the beginning talking about niche selection and how to choose a niche. At this point now, we're talking about how to choose a niche. So we were talking about you know, these are the things you need to have in place when you want to choose a niche. You want to make sure that your niche is sustainable. You want to make sure that your niche, there's not much competition in your niche, but you know, having competition doesn't necessarily mean that you can't make it in that niche. It just means that you have to work harder. We've talked about sustainability. We've talked about profitability as well. You want to be in a niche market that is profitable. You know, in a market that's you know, that's you're selling it, where you can have people buying, you know, buying stuff, and where people spend money. You want to definitely make money online. That's why you're here. So you don't want to make a blog around, or you know, around a topic that doesn't have a buying audience. All right. So we're going to move on to something else now. We're going to move on to, you know, keyword research and content creation. So if you have any questions based on what we've talked about in the niche selection topic, please ask your questions below. And if you have any questions going forward, if you watch the replay of this video and you have any questions, send me an email on anitahsolomon@gmail.com, and I'll definitely answer your questions. So we're now talking about keyword research and content creation. Definitely, you want to, keyword research and niche selection, you know, go hand in hand somewhat, because you know, once you have chosen your niche, you want to do your keyword research to make sure that your niche is a viable niche. Your keyword research will determine whether your niche is a viable niche, whether it's a profitable niche, whether there's a high competition in that niche. It's going to determine whether you know, it's a buyer's market, you know, and also that will also determine, you'll also be based on the cost per click of those niche, of those ads in that niche. So if another way to find out if your niche you know, if your niche is profitable is if people are making ads in that niche, like people are paying for ads in that niche. If people are paying for ads in that niche, then definitely it's a marketable niche. So say for instance, if you search for your topic, you know, like kids, raising kids, and then you find some sponsored ads on Google, it means that, you know, people are paying for ads, for ad services in that topic, and which proves that, you know, definitely you can find a market that is going to buy from, you know, a viable product, you know, product that you can actually sell, that people will buy in that market. Because we're going into making a blog, first of all, you want to do something you'll have interest in, something that you love, something that's going to last for a long time. You don't want to get bored down the line and then throw in the towel after spending maybe about a year on your blog. You now get bored and then you want to just throw in the towel. You know, when you think about throwing in the towel, also I want to let you know that you can also sell your blog. So, you know, don't just throw away the blog. Just remember that you can find the market for the blog as well. The people who buy blogs as well. And, you know, it depends on your market. You can sell your blog for really high. So, so look into that. So keyword research. So keyword research and niche selection, we're talking about that. The keyword research determines how many people are searching for this topic, or how many people are searching for this keyword. And the keyword could be how to lose weight. It could be how to lose weight fast. It could be how to raise kids right. You know, basically a keyword is any search phrase that somebody puts in Google or types into Google or any search engine to ask a question. That is what a keyword really is. So if your blog is about raising kids, your keyword should be about maybe raising kids right, or raising kids under 10 years old. You want to have articles in that on that topic, but then those are long tail keywords, so you want to check to see, you know how much searches are going for those topics. A good place to start will be the keyword planner, the Google keyword research. So if for instance now you search for, like for instance, the topic weight loss has about over 2 million searches. You know, you don't want to open a blog that says weight loss. Obviously, you're not going to find that domain name now. But if you want to open a blog, you will not want to. It's got high search volume and it's got high competition. You don't want to start with that kind of market if you're a newbie, if you're a new blogger. You want to go with a smaller market, a market that doesn't have that much competition. So if you're going to be struggling with keyword research, it's something that is definitely a topic that I'm going to talk about on its own. Like I'm going to spend like a whole 1 hour talking about keyword research. It's not something we're going to talk about in this breezy training right here. But there's the keyword planner. The Google keyword planner is a place to go and start. If you don't know how to use the Google keyword planner, you can search on Google, say things like keyword research, you know, how to do keyword research. and then Google will definitely answer that question for you. You'll see a few answers, a number of blogs out there who will definitely expatiate on this topic for you so that you can understand it better. And then if you have any more questions, then you just let me know and I'll clarify things for you. So keyword research is very important. It also determines the kind of content you write out there, and it also helps you to know what people are searching for, so that you're not just writing content for just anybody. You want to write content, for the right market and targeted content. So if your topic is how to raise kids, right, or raising kids, you want to do keyword research for. You want to say, for instance, you want to start writing content for your blog, all right? And then you've chosen your domain name, and it's maybe something like raisingkidsright.com or raisingkidsx.com. I'm saying Raising Kids X because Raising Kids will definitely be taken, and I'm very sure Raising Kids X is already taken as well. But for instance, Raising Kids X, the reason why Raising Kids is in your domain name is so that it can make your website easy to find by the search engines. It helps you with ranking as well, ranking on the Google search engines. So if your keyword is Raising Kids, if your domain name is Raising Kids X, the bots are going to recognize your domain name as a topic or as a blog that is about raising kids very quickly, because it's written in that keyword is in your domain name. So that is why keyword research is important. So once you've chosen your niche, you want to do keyword research to make sure that you're using the right keywords in order to target the right audience. You right? So you've chosen your domain name, raisingkidsx.com. All right. And now you want to write content for that domain name. So if you do keyword research on that domain name, and then you come up with keywords like how to raise kids under 10, how to raise toddlers, how to raise teenagers right, how to raise the boy child, how to raise the girl child, how to deal with the other related topics. Don't forget, you also have to have related topics when you're writing, so that it all kind of supports your main topic. All right, and so don't forget, how to raise kids is a very broad topic as well. You have kids who are having issues. So in raising kids, for instance, you have topics like how to raise kids who are being bullied, how to help a bullied child. It's still or how to raise, or how to protect your child from being bullied. Remember that raising kids is not just about raising kids in quotes. You have to think about other things that are related to raising kids. Like raising kids, how to feed your child right. That's important as well. Those are the kind of topics you want to think about when you're thinking about content for your blog. So whoever asks these questions, I'm giving you some tips here, so you make sure that you go back and do your research and let me know what you think. All right. So keyword research is important for a lot of reasons. It helps you reach target audience. I've already said that. You need to have the foundational. Thanks for the inspiration. Wow. Okay. Hi Cynthia, I'm very happy that you feel that way. I'm still trying to settle down into giving live coaching. Okay, so what just clicked now? Okay, thanks. Hi NMAVIC. What's your real name? Sorry, it's kind of hard to pronounce that name, so I'm happy you guys are here and that I'm making some sort of I'm getting to you, I'm reaching you, and you're learning something. You see, it's one thing to do. It's one thing to do training. It's one thing to learn stuff about how to make money, and then it's another thing to start taking action. It's you sometimes you have so much information in your brain, you don't know where to start. It's always Victoria. Hi Victoria. How you doing? I'm sorry, I didn't remember. I never thought raising kids niche is that broad. Oh, of course it's that broad. It's definitely a very broad niche. It's definitely very big. Look, if you go and do keyword research, you'll be amazed how much is out there. You can have a topic like how to raise kids who are kids from a divorce. Don't forget, raising kids is a broad topic. So even how to raise kids is a big topic. So you want to reduce it so that it's easier manage. It's easy to manage. Your little tiny bits make a big ocean, I guess. So start small, build big. Because if you're talking about creating a blog and you're talking about creating a blog for such a long time, you're definitely talking about writing content for a long time. So if you're writing 5 pages a day, that's a lot of content you're putting out there. So definitely there's a lot of topics to write about. You don't want to just talk about how to raise kids, you want to talk about other things, how to raise a teenage girl, how to raise a teenage boy, how to raise kids, you know, going into a new school, you know, how to help your child in a new school, different topics, you know. So just think broad, don't think in a box, you know, spread out. Beauty about blogging is that you have categories, so you could section your blog into separate categories, even if it is, you know, surrounded or around a particular niche. You can have different categories so that your blog is easy to navigate. So don't forget about that. Another thing you want to know is when you're writing content, write content for categories. You know, things that makes it easy for you to get found, for people to find topics on your blog. So if you're talking about categories on the topic how to raise kids, you're looking at things like teenage kids, toddlers, say special kids, you know, other, you know, you just stretch your mind, think about the categories. I'm not blogging, I don't blog about how to raise kids, but I'm just thinking out of my head as a mom. So, you know, I'm just thinking out of my head how I would, you know, what kind of questions, just think about what kind of questions would you have to ask as a mom or as an auntie, you know, that kind of thing. Think about those kind of topics that, you know, you would ask. Those are the kind of topics that real people are asking. So you have to write for real people. You're actually creating a blog for real people to come and visit your blog. So you cannot be superficial about your blog content. You have to, you know, your content has to be, you know, strategically placed and worded so that you are reaching the target audience. So if you go to Google, there's another keyword tool that you can look at. It's called ubersuggest.io, I think. Look into that. That's why I said, you know, you guys should definitely contact me via email. It's one thing to talk on live training, you know, and then there's another thing to actually get to talk to you guys one-on-one or on Skype, and then I can definitely help you, you know, with your plan and your career on how to start your blog. Most importantly is you can learn everything you want to learn out there. You can spend months and months learning, but you know, learning is not going to make you money. The only thing that's going to make you money is doing. So you learned, do your keyword research, do your niche selection, then do your keyword research before you start thinking about buying a domain name. Once you're done with your niche selection and keyword research, then you can now think, okay, I'm ready to buy a domain name. Before you do that, make sure you get in touch with me, and I'll let you know whether it's a good market to go into or not. When you're going into a market, make sure that you're choosing a market that has, you know, not necessarily only physical products to sell, but try and find a market that has both physical and that you can sell both physical and information products. Like the topic on how to raise kids, I'm very sure that there will be a lot of information products out there for that topic, and I'm also sure that you're going to be able to find some physical products to help out as well. You know, I can't think out of my head, but maybe board games, you know, stuff, because a family who's raising kids right wants to play games together. Okay, you want to be able to bond as a family. You can't raise kids in isolation. You want to be a good family to be able to raise kids, and so family games are important. So if you're going to sell family games, then it's a good market to sell stuff like that. Okay, so just think about, what can I sell in this market, and you know, can I sell only physical products, or can I sell physical and information products? And information products are, you know, how-to products, you know, products that teach people, products that people can read or watch. Because it's either video content or written content or audio content. You can think of whatever you want to think of. You can sell anything really on the internet, you know. Most people should really realize that. But most importantly, make sure you're ready to take action. Making money online is real business. It's not something you do on the whim. If you have a job, definitely keep your job, but start working online, building your business, because when you build your business, it's something you're doing for you. And once you start earning money from that, then, you know, you could start putting in more time. So at the first stage, start with things like maybe about an hour, 2 hours a day, you know, to put into your business. And then, you know, scale it up to 3 hours. You know, the more results you start seeing, and the more you start getting the hang of what you're doing as per blogging, you would love what you're doing very much. And then, you know, blogging will just come second nature to you. So it'll be easy to blog. So yeah, guys, we've talked about, you know, niche keyword research and the importance of keyword research. Very, very important for you. There's, you know, long tail keywords as well, which is the keywords that someone like me will go and make a search on Google. Say, how to raise my teenage son. That's a long tail keyword. So definitely there are people out there who are making those searches. So make sure you do your right research. Okay, So now you've chosen your domain name, and then you've talked about putting in content. When you're putting in content into your blog, don't just focus on written content. Also bear in mind that you can have video content as well as audio content, as well as audio content. Video content is very, very important for your blog because it helps with engagement on your blog. It keeps people longer on the blog. You don't want to also have just written content. You also want to make sure that you have pictures on your blog, because a site that is appealing will keep people longer. You want to make sure that people stay longer on your site. You want to see how long you can keep people on your site, because the engagement of your site determines how well your site is going to do in the future. So definitely look into creating good content and diversifying your content between say video and text. So you can have text and video as well. And also you have to make sure that your content is unique. When you're writing content, make sure that you're writing unique content. Unique content basically means, content that is brand new content that you cannot find on the internet. So you cannot just go and copy and paste. It is not advised. You can definitely, but it's not advised to just copy and paste articles on your blog. But there are contents, there are things they call articles out there. They call PLR articles. PR articles are private label rights articles. Private label rights means that if you get this kind of product, it means you have the right to give it away, you have the right to name it your own, and all that. You have the right to put it on your blog. And when you're getting private label rights content, make sure that you make it unique. Maybe change the title, change the opening paragraphs, and the concluding paragraphs, just to make the article unique to you. And maybe also change the keyword focus on the new article, on the article that you are writing. So just make sure you do stuff like that. Okay. Okay. So another thing we want to talk about is let's see my slide, guys. Okay, definitely we want to talk about how to get traffic to your blog. Okay, yay. So this is definitely the most important part. Creating a blog is one thing, but then getting traffic to your blog is another. All right. There's free and paid ways to get traffic to your blog. Okay, you have the paid way will definitely be paying for ads, and paying for ads costs money, and you don't want to spend money when you're a newbie blogging. You really will not be able to afford it, because frankly it's very, very easy to make money when you're paying for ads, but then you can lose a lot of money that way as well. This is because sometimes you need to do a lot of testing, to be sure that this campaign is going to work, is going to actually raise money. So you'll be throwing in money at the campaign, and then it doesn't make any money for you, or you don't get any clicks, or you don't get anybody buying. You don't really want to send people to a blog with paid ads. It doesn't really make any sense, because you don't want to start monetizing your blog until you're getting real people following you. Monetizing your blog should be like not the last thing on your mind, but further down the line. What is important is that you need to put out good content out there. That's what is important. Put out content, concentrate on putting content out there, and then every other thing will follow. All right, just concentrate on putting content out there, and then every other thing will follow. So first of all, if you want to I'm going to talk about the free ways to get traffic to your blog. SEO. Of course, SEO is something everybody talks about. SEO means search engine optimization. That basically just means optimizing your blogs for the search engines. And the way you optimize your blog for the search engines is based on your keyword research. Okay? So if your keyword is, say, for instance, how to lose weight fast, all right? And then your title of your article is how to lose weight fast in 3 weeks. Okay, that keyword, how to lose weight fast, should be in your opening paragraph. It should be, maybe depending on the number of words your article is. If your article is above 500 words, you can have that keyword in the body of the article one time, and then have the keyword at the bottom in the closing paragraph one time. Why you do this is because when the search engines send people to your blog, they come to find those keywords so that they know what to give people who are looking for something. So if somebody's looking for how to lose weight fast, and your blog was written about how to lose weight fast, or your content was written about how to lose weight fast, then Google will definitely offer your blog to those people so that they can read the content that you have on your blog. So that is why SEO is very important. SEO is one of the ways to get free content and free traffic, and
you know, for this to happen, it actually also means that you have to have enough content on your blog. Just keep putting content out there. Just keep throwing it out there and putting good content out there. And if you cannot write for yourself, you can pay somebody to write for you. You know, but it's always good to learn how to write. But then even if you cannot write for yourself, you can pay somebody to write for you, because sometimes you may not have the time, especially if you're a working mom or something. You might not have the time, but then you don't want to actually have to spend money. That's why you want to write for yourself at the beginning. When you start building your blog, it's good to write for yourself, so that when you start paying people to write for you, you know what you're expecting. You know what kind of content you want. You know that you know when a bad content comes to you, so that you know when to reject poor content. You don't want to start ordering articles when you don't know what a good article looks like. You know, so you definitely have to learn what a good article looks like. Okay, so another way to get traffic to your blog is social networking. Obviously, everybody knows about social networking these days. You have the social networking sites like Instagram, I guess, Facebook, Twitter, so many of them out there. Those are like the major ones. LinkedIn, I guess. So you want to engage on those sites. You know, who are you? People are going to know who you are through your social through your social profiles. All right. You cannot, you know, it's easy to get free traffic because they know you. They know who you are. They can come and check. They can go visit your blog and then, you know, find their way to your social page. And then they're like, okay, yeah, I know this person. She's a real person. You know, people relate with real people. Nobody really wants to relate with a company or a logo brand or logo. You know, most people want to relate with a real person. So, create social media profiles around the topic or around yourself. That's because if you want to be related, if you want your blog to be tied down to you, you know, to be attributed to you, like this is my blog and I am Cynthia somebody. You know, if you want that blog to be, you know, for people to relate that blog to you, then you want to build your brand around that blog. So creating a social media profile is a good way to start. But another thing you have to know about is you don't have to also create a social media profile and put your face on it if you're not comfortable with that. There's so many social profiles out there that, you know, are run by people but are not personal to them. So it's about putting content out there. Whatever you do, if you open a Twitter account today, you're going to have people following you tomorrow if you have good content on your Twitter account and if they like what you have to say on Twitter. So anybody can create a new social media profile and, you know, be somebody. You don't have to put your face on it if you're shy about that. So you could just create a profile about raising kids, and then let's say a Twitter account about raising kids, and just keep putting content out there about how to raise kids right. And then women and mothers, single moms, married moms, divorced moms, and even parents, even dads will also come to that blog to that Twitter account to retweet and to like what you have to offer. And then from that Twitter account, you can direct them to your blog itself. So definitely Twitter and all the other social media networks are a good way to go when you want to drive traffic to your blog. Do not underestimate the social platforms, because they're very, very important, and you're dealing with real people and people who take you more seriously. And if they know it is you, it's easier to relate, especially if you're trying to promote your blog to your friends and your family at the initial stage. Also, don't forget that that's also another important thing. Promoting to your friends and family definitely will start bringing traffic to your blog for free, and your friends and family can tell other people about your blog, and so that's basically word of mouth marketing. So don't forget about that. Never underestimate the power of the tongue, the power of sharing. That's why the social profiles are there, and that's why you have email addresses and stuff like that. So make sure that you go on social. You go social. All right. If you have any questions, please let me know, because we're going to be rounding up really soon. Another way to get traffic to your blog is social bookmarking. Social networking and social bookmarking are quite different. Are there trainings for every selected niche? No, they're not trainings for every selected niche. Basically, trainings for all trainings basically would how will I put it? I lose the English now. All trainings are for all niches. All right, the same thing I'm telling you about the raise your kids niche is the same rules and regulations you need for the weight loss niche or the make money niche or the get rich niche, any niche out there. The same procedure you need to go through to get your blog started and your content out there is the same procedure you need to go through for any other niche. You need to do your research, you need to do your niche selection, you need to do your keyword research, and then you need to Imo says, what will it cost to start a blog? Okay, it depends on if you want to go with a free blog or a paid blog. A free blog obviously will not cost you anything apart from your time, but then it might cost you something in the long run, because if maybe you make a mistake and then Google decides to shut you down, then Google is in control of your blog, so you cannot really have any say if they decide to shut you down, except maybe you communicate with them and then they put you back up, but that doesn't really happen all the time. So that is why it's good to have your own blog in your own domain name, and a domain name costs from anywhere between $9 to about $13 for a domain name. And there are also Nigerian domain name registrars out there who will give you the Nigerian equivalent. So, but then it's about that, roughly about maximum $13, depending on the value of your domain name at the time. So max about $13 will get you a domain name, and then you now have your hosting. Hosting, from my knowledge, hosting will cost about $110 a year. So you can also pay monthly, but there are definitely cheaper hosting platforms out there. This is HostGator. This is hosting from HostGator. So depending on also the type of hosting you're getting, whether it's shared hosting or dedicated hosting, that will also determine the kind of price you're going to pay for your hosting. But ideally, starting your blog basically is about getting your domain name right. So that will cost you, if you're paying for your hosting between every month, you could do $13 is a year for your domain name, and then maybe about $10 a month for your hosting. That's also doable as well. It's not very expensive considering how much it costs to open a brick and mortar business. The brick and mortar business are those regular businesses out there, like the salon, the barber shop, and all those things out there. So it will cost you much less to start an online business than it will cost you to start a makeup business. All right. Makeup business, most of our businesses, especially in our country, is very capital intensive, and you're dealing with things like failure, electric failures and stuff like that, and then bad internet connection. Sorry, that was not what I was going to say. Anyway, we're dealing with a lot of stuff when it comes to when you're dealing with opening physical businesses right here in Nigeria. So you want to. Please, can you recommend any web developer? Yes, I can. I will definitely get your contact. There's somebody who does blogs, who does websites quite reasonably priced. You go to easywebsites.com.ng. You can also contact me on you can also contact me on my email on Instagram. And then I will definitely contact you. We're going to put the website link now for you so that you can copy it down. It's called easywebsites.com.ng. He gives a reasonably priced website and very nice looking ones. So please check him out. He's a friend of mine and he does most of my work for me as well. So definitely check him out. He's a good web developer and he's very reasonable. So we talked about, so yes, that's it there, www.easywebsite.com.ng. Please take that down. You would definitely want to contact him for your website if you're interested in opening a blog soon. I'll be very happy if you can open a blog soon. It'd be nice to see people taking action. So social bookmarking. We were back at social bookmarking. Social bookmarking is a way to get free traffic to your blog. I'm really sorry guys, I talk really fast and I'm still trying to get the hang of it. So you're probably going to notice a few times when I'm trying to talk slowly and I'm speeding up again. So you can call me to order when I'm speeding up, so just let me know when to slow down. Social bookmarking, right? Social bookmarking are sites like digg.com, StumbleUpon, so many of them out there. If you search social bookmarking sites, Reddit, so many of them out there. Delicious, many of them out there. Those are places you bookmark your sites so that other people around the world can view your site. It's very easy to do. All you need to do is basically register on those accounts, just like you would register on a Twitter account. Register on those accounts, and then what's it called? And then have those, they call something you call a toolbar. I think it's a toolbar, yeah, right? Yeah, something they call the toolbar, right? So you can have those social media accounts on your toolbar, even your Twitter account and stuff, so that when you have your blog content, you can just tweet your blog content right from your toolbar, so that it makes it easy for you to, instead of having to sign into all those accounts, you just have a Google tool, a toolbar on your, on your browser, that you can have all those accounts signed into, and every time you want to promote your blog, you just click on it and then it's promote your blog for you. Another way to market your blog for free is blog commenting. Yeah. Blog commenting is a way to market your blog for free. It means basically just commenting on blogs, but definitely you cannot just comment on any blog. You have to comment on blogs related to your market. So it doesn't necessarily have to, say for instance, we're using the Raising Kids. It doesn't necessarily have to be a blog on raising kids, but it's definitely good to look for authority blogs in that market to make comments. Definitely look for blogs that have comments on them. People are engaging on those blogs, so that you can throw in your own comments in there, and you can throw in valuable information in there. It's not just throwing a comment. You want to make the comment valuable, so that people can see, wow, who is this person answering this comment, and then click on your name and then land on your website. So when you look at when it's comment posting, you see where it says, put your name, put your website. That's where you put your website address, and then put your email address, and then put your comment before you submit your comment. So where it says put your website is where you're supposed to put your website on. Write your website in there, your website name in there, and then if anybody clicks on your name in that comment, it will definitely land on your website. So that's a good way to raise traffic. And it's not just a good way to get traffic, it's also a good way to get rankings as well, to build your rank in the search engines as well. So the most important thing about building your rank in the search engines is having your website link in as many places as possible online. So if you have your website on 1,000 pages online, you will definitely be better off than the person who has his website on only 3 pages online. And when I'm talking about pages, I'm talking about things like, you can have your website on Facebook, on, Instagram, anywhere. Just think about that. You have to put your website link in many places. Another way of making money online, of driving traffic to your blog, will be forum marketing. I already mentioned a little bit about forum marketing earlier on when I was talking about niche selection. So forum marketing is basically, joining a forum that is related to your niche, and then promoting yourself in that forum. But definitely when you join the forum, you want to be a real person in that forum. So you cannot really just join a forum and start selling or start telling people, oh, follow my blog or read my blog or read my blog. No, you have to be a real person. You have to join the people. You have to tell them, hi, this is me, and I can help you out with this topic. So if you Raising Kids, for instance, in the Raising Kids, you can join many forums like moms, forums like new moms, or teenage moms, even teenage moms. I'm sure there are a lot of teenage moms out there, and that's another market. Remember, teenage moms out there who need help. There are teenage moms out there who need help. It's definitely a good market to go into, because not just only in Nigeria, not just only, should I say, in the foreign world do we have a lot of teenage moms. We have a lot of teenage moms here in Nigeria as well who need help. So that's also another market to think about when you're thinking about blogging. Okay, so forum marketing, I've mentioned that already. When you join a forum, just make sure that you engage in that forum, be a person, communicate on that forum for about maybe 2 months before you start selling anything to them. And sometimes some forums, and also if you want to join a forum, don't join a forum, well, join any forum you want, but try to join a forum that allows you to have forum signature. A forum signature is a space underneath, it's a space you're given as a forum member, where you can put your website link underneath, okay? So if you have that forum signature section in your forum, then whenever you make a post, your forum signature will show, so that if you're commenting on like 20 forum posts a day, so that means you have your website link or your forum signature showing on 20 forum posts. So you're open to 20 pages where people can visit and ask questions and read your answers, and then click on your link and visit your website. Okay, so that's a very good way to do marketing. It's one of the best ways to do marketing, because in the forums you're dealing with real people. These are people who come there to share their problems, who come there to join and to who come there to communicate and to share with people of like minds, or people who are going through the same problem that they're going through, or who are having the same challenges that they're having. You know, people want to relate with other people. They want to be where, there's safety in numbers, so they want to be in a community. So when you're in a forum, you're in a community, you're a community of people of like minds. So you want to be one of those people before you start thinking about selling to those people. All right, so that they will take you seriously when you start selling. You can't start selling immediately, because they'll just probably boot you off the forum, because it's very possible that the forums, they could just boot you off. Okay, so look into that. All right, forum marketing is definitely something to do, but it's something that is time consuming. Everything I have mentioned is time consuming because it's a free method. The beauty about free methods is that it lasts basically forever on the web. So if you put your website link on a forum page, it's going to be there as long as that forum is alive, or I don't know if alive, if saying alive is the right word, but as long as the forum is live, let me put it that way, because means if you're live means you're actually on air and the people can actually see you. So yes, as long as that forum is live and you've put your link out there, definitely people will come and see you. You find out there are some forum posts that have been running since like 2010, and in 2017 people are still commenting under those forum posts. That's to show you the importance of forums and how easy it is to market to those people, and how sustainable that kind of marketing strategy is. All right, so basically these are marketing strategies on how to get traffic to your blog for free. Content marketing and article marketing is definitely another way you should look into. Obviously that takes time. It means you have to write articles that you're going to post on other websites and then link back to your website. Okay, this is also what they call backlinking. Yeah, this is another topic for another day. So backlinking, yeah. So let me give you an example of how to do article writing. Say there's a site called ezinearticles.com. It's called an article directory. All right, so that article directory now allows you to write an article and then put it on their site with a link to your blog. All right, so if you go to ezinearticles.com, there's a lot of articles out there in any topic. In fact, that is definitely a resource you have to use when you want to look for content. When you're doing content research for your blog, Ezine Articles is definitely a good place to start. So you can also join Ezine, it's free, and then you can use Ezine to promote your blogs. If you notice on the Ezine Articles out there, you'll see there's some links at the bottom of the articles. Those are those people, sending people to their blogs or to their websites through article writing or article marketing. Article marketing is evergreen. It's something that has been there for a long time, and I don't think it's going to be going off anytime soon, because now it sort of like has changed to what they call content marketing. Content marketing basically would mean not necessarily just putting your articles on article directories, but on other websites. Like maybe you do a guest post on somebody's website related to your niche, or you do a post on a site like Hub Pages. I'm sure if you check what Hub Pages is, you will know what it's just a site where you can. It's like a free platform where you can actually make money as well. You should also look into that. Hub Pages is owned by Google now. I think Google bought it up, so it's definitely a place to look for when you want to do content marketing. All right, I'm sure I basically just breezed through most of these topics. This is just to get you guys, get the juices flowing, get you guys hungry for more, and wanting to learn more. But don't forget that you already know the basics now. The most important thing at the first stage you want to do is definitely you want to do your niche research. What is your blog going to be about? I want to blog. Yes, I know you want to blog, but what is your blog going to be about? Once you have that question, then you can do your keyword research, and then you will now determine whether that market is a viable market or not. You don't want to go into blogging for a topic that will not generate income. We are in this for the money, no? So you want to definitely go with a market that would be profitable, okay, in the long run. Obviously, don't think about monetizing for now. Just think about putting content out there for your audience. Just think about people. Think about helping people. Any blog you put out there should be a blog, as far as I'm concerned, about how to help people. So if you're putting out a blog on weight loss, you're going to definitely be helping people how to lose weight. There are definitely people who want to gain weight, so don't forget that that's also a niche. Please AdSense, shed some more light. Okay, Cynthia, AdSense. All right. Okay. AdSense. So let's just say now we have moved to the question and answer section. So this is the questions and answer section. I'm basically giving you I've talked about all the things that I wanted to talk about today. So if you go back and watch this training and blabbing, just make sure that you send me a message and I'll clarify things for you. AdSense, okay? Google AdSense is obviously an ad network where you can go and apply and then have them approve you. Definitely you have to be approved. You can't just open a blog today and expect to go to Google AdSense and make an application for them to give you an account. They will give you an account, so don't even think about it. You have to make sure that you're blogging for a while, and then they can see that you're not just spamming the web, that you're putting out good content out there. And then when you now decide to go and apply to Google, then they will now listen to you. Okay, another way to if you want to apply to Google, another way, so for Google AdSense. So in a nutshell, let me just explain what Google AdSense means. So as a blogger, you're basically called the publisher, right? And then as an advertiser, as the person who goes to pay Google to show their ads are the advertisers, all right? And Google is the advertiser. So as the publisher, Google will, if you go and apply to Google, they'll give you, some ads to put on your site. And then anybody who clicks on your ads, you get paid per click. So Google AdSense, you get paid per click. And so these payments could range from 1 cent to $3 to $5, depending on the market that you are in. So obviously, if you're thinking about doing a blog and you want to make money from Google AdSense, then you want to definitely be in a market that has high, people paying high for their ads to be shown, So weight loss is definitely a market I'm sure they're paying some good money on. So if you are having a weight loss blog, then and you want to apply to Google for the Google AdSense account, then it's definitely a market. And I'm sure there are so many things that are related to weight loss that Google will definitely show on your blog when they are rotating ads on your blog. Things like supplement ads, protein shake ads and things like that. Those kind of ads will definitely garner a lot of funding for those kind of things, and there'll be a lot of money made in those niches. Like there's a lot of money made in the supplements market and in the protein shake market. So that's another market to look into. That's another tip. So definitely that's another market to look into, the protein shake market and the supplements markets, health supplements markets. It's definitely a market that a lot of people are into these days. People are going healthy these days, so supplements and stuff like that will something sellable, physical products, you know what I mean? Okay. So yes, if I have a blog on weight loss and then I've applied to Google AdSense and I've been approved, there are different types of blockers of ads that Google will give you, and then you will now put it on your website, and anybody now makes a click on those websites, on those ads, you get paid per click. That's basically just Google AdSense in a nutshell. But then how do you make money from this, really? If you're not getting good traffic to your website, it'll be hard to convert those, getting 1 cent per click will not really make any sense to you, because if you're getting only 1 cent or 1 click a day, then you're only going to make 1 cent a day. So what is important is that you get traffic to your blog first before you get your ads, before you get your ads out there. Okay, so excuse me, sorry. So you want to think about content first, all right, before you think about putting ads or monetizing at all. Think about putting content out there first. All right. There are other ad networks like Google AdSense. That's another thing you want to look into. You can always search on the web for websites or ad networks like Google AdSense. Then you will definitely see other other ad networks out there that make things that are easier to join and probably pay more. Just check into that. Basically, with Google AdSense, it's going to be hard to make good money with Google AdSense at the beginning, because you need to have a proper website for that to happen, a proper blog. And I'm talking about the blog of some solid content on there, like about 500, 1,000 pages, 2,000 to 3,000 pages, out there. How long does it take to monetize? It's not about how long does it take to monetize. It's when do you think you're ready to monetize. If you check your website statistics, what is your traffic like? All right, you want to know what your traffic is like before you can think about monetizing. You can't just monetize to an empty space. Another way to monetize is by writing product reviews or by writing reviews. When you write a review, it's like writing an article. So you have people who are going to land on that page. So if you're monetizing by writing product reviews, then you can now decide to promote those product review pages on your blog. Remember that no matter what you do online, when you're trying to make money, the bedrock of everything is called internet marketing. Building is one thing, then marketing is another thing. Just like in any, like Imo says, like affiliate marketing will be monetizing. Really, will be a way of monetizing your blog, and I'll talk about that. Just like Google AdSense is a way of monetizing your blog, affiliate marketing is definitely another way to monetize your blog. And that is as far as I'm concerned, one of the easiest ways to monetize your blog these days, because you don't have to worry about the customer support issues. You don't have to worry about creating the product yourself. You don't have to worry about pricing the product, although you want to promote a product that has a good price, so that if you're earning a commission of 10% to 30%, it makes sense to earn a commission from maybe a $50 product or a $100 product. You will not want to promote a product that's that is about $10 and expect to earn 30% or 10% of $10. It really wouldn't go a long way for you. So you don't want to waste time promoting promoting a product that doesn't pay well. All right, affiliate marketing is a good way to monetize your blog. It's actually, in my opinion, is better than Google AdSense, but you can use both of them interchangeably. You can use both of them on your website. It doesn't really matter. But then affiliate marketing is basically promoting other people's products for a commission. That is what it means. You just pick up a product, go to an affiliate network, for example, Amazon.com or ClickBank.com, or locally we could talk about Jumia.com and Konga.com. Is it .com? I'm not sure. So those sites offer affiliate programs as well for physical products. So if you want to do affiliate marketing for locally, then those sites are definitely places you should look into. Commission Junction, I think, also something to look into. There are different websites out there. So if you want to promote a product and you're looking for an affiliate product to promote or an affiliate program, what you do is you just search for the product based on say product plus affiliate program. That's how you search on Google, and then any affiliate programs or affiliate programs that that are related to that niche will come up, and you'll be able to see people who are offering affiliate programs or affiliate partnerships, to promote their products. So definitely that's something to look into. Is there any question else? Any other thing else, you guys? Did I not answer something? What was I talking about? Monetizing your blog. Monetizing your blog is very, very easy to do, but it's definitely something you want to slow down on for now. There are very, very many ways to monetize your blog. You can monetize with AdSense, like Cynthia asked. You can monetize through affiliate marketing. Then you can monetize through paid ads as well. So now AdSense is one thing. And then when you have paid ads, which means you have people coming to you physically, people coming to you to say, hey, I noticed that your blog has a lot of people visiting and you've got great traffic. So would you mind putting my product on your blog for me? And, that's a way to do it. So, and that one may pay more, obviously, because you can now price based on what you feel you are worth. All right. So you can have, you could say 30,000 naira a month. You could say 100,000 naira a month, depending on what value you are offering on your blog and what it is this person wants to market as well. Because obviously you don't want to price too high, because especially if you're new in the market, you don't want to price too high, because you want definitely people to come and advertise with you. But before you have people advertising with you, you must definitely have traffic. So before you start thinking about advertising and making money, think about building first. That's what's important. And then you now think about marketing. Make sure you know that marketing is very, very important. Social media marketing makes things easy for us these days. So, make sure you start with that. And then you can now go on to article marketing and video marketing and forum marketing and blog commenting and all those other ways to get traffic to your blog. We didn't really talk much about, and I just need you guys to understand that the mindset is important. It's definitely easy to join, to want to make money online, and you think it's easy. I've been on this journey for 5 years now, and I only started to see profit about 2 years ago. So say on content, you said we should have at least 5 pages per day. Should these pages be on different topics? Not necessarily. Your pages don't necessarily, of course it has, when I'm talking about different topics, I'm talking about related topics that are related to your niche. You know, you don't want to talk about, you know, how to cook food on a how to raise kids blog. I mean, come on now. You definitely don't want to do that. Definitely your topic has to be, you know, focused around the niche that you're in, the market that you're in. So related topics. So if you're talking about raising kids, you're talking about, like I mentioned before, you know, how to take care of a child that is being bullied. Obviously, you're going to definitely find a better title for that. Don't mind me. You're going to definitely talk about, if your child is the bully, then definitely there's definitely content you can write about that. Maybe your child is having trouble being a teenager. You know, that's also an issue, because, you know, some people have issues when they are, you know, I guess changing to puberty, I guess. So you can have that, how to maybe like a content on how to educate your child who is just coming of age. You know, those kind of topics are topics that you want to write about. And when you do your keyword research, you will see what other people are searching about. You see the related keywords that they are searching about, so you will definitely know where to get content from. All right. So you guys, Imo, I'm talking to Imo now. Imo, please, Imo is my friend, guys, just so that you know. Imo is going to put my website link out there. I'm sure you guys are already registered on my website, but this is for people who are not there already. So you can sign in for free, and then you get access to call me and on Skype, and then make contact, you know, so that I can help you out. I'm here to help you out, really. That's why I decided that, you know, let's do this thing. Let me come out here and share what I know, you know, with you guys. My website is www.anitasolomononline.com. We are still in the beta phase, so that is why we're not publishing, publicizing so much at the moment. So we're not ready to take in too much of a crowd. So we just want a few people who want to join should join, and then okay, cool. Cool. Cynthia says too much drive, can't wait. Cool. I would like to see that happen, Cynthia. You know, talk the talk, walk the walk, you know how it is. Just make sure that I hear from you next time, and you're telling me that you've chosen your niche, and then that you're ready to buy your domain name and you've done keyword research. And if you're struggling with keyword research, let me know, and then I would try to explain it better. Just join the website, and then, you know, make sure that you are learning. This training is definitely not sufficient. The internet has a lot of free information out there, you know, that you can learn, but just make sure that you don't go and just get information overload, and then you find out that you're stuck in a rut, and then you can't. Thanks a lot, Victoria. I really appreciate it. Just make sure that you're pushing yourself. You know, it's important that you push yourself. It's important that you believe that you can do it, and remember that blogging is for the long haul. You know, our example, the main example that everybody knows about, Linda Ikeji. Yes, she's blogging, and she's been blogging for about 6 years now. And according to what I heard, she said she hadn't started monetizing until after about 4 years. So, you know, use that as an example. Use that as an example for yourself. Don't be in a hurry to make money. What you want to do is put value out there. You want to provide information that would help people out there. You know, provide value first before you think about making money. Because once you provide value, making money will be much easier. People want to buy from people they know. People want to buy from people that they know or that they feel will give them the right answers. And then how would they know that you can give them the right answers? They can only know that you give them the right answers if they can see that you're actually providing content in this market, and you're providing good content as well. So, you know, focus on providing good content first of all before you start thinking about monetizing. But don't forget about that altogether. And you can monetize in different ways. You can create your own information product and monetize that and earn 100% of the commission. And then even have affiliates promote your product for you, and then you just fold your hands and have them keep marketing for you. There's 1,000,001 ways to make money online, and blogging is just one of them. And with blogging, you can now monetize through different ways as well. So, you know, each and every way about making money online kind of like fits into each other. You know, they marry each other and blend into each other. So try not to get confused. It's very easy to get confused. You might be thinking, oh, I want to do AdSense today, and then you're thinking, oh, I want to do affiliate marketing today, and then you're thinking, oh, video marketing. And, you know, don't be in a hurry. Take things easy, baby steps. First of all, put content on your blog all the time. It's very, very important. If you look at Linda Ikeji, for instance, she blogs about 5-10 times a day. So use that as an example. Obviously, that's a hard act to follow. But make sure that, you know, she's done it means you can do it. That's what's important. You know, whoever's done it out there means you can do it. There's so many people doing it out there, and that means you can do it. If you're a mom out there, if you're, you know, if you're a working mom, if you're a stay-at-home mom, if you're a lady who just wants to look for some, who just wants something to do and who's tired of sitting at home doing nothing, just make sure that you start something today. Start reading. If you don't want to start blogging, start studying about other ways to generate income for yourself. And it's easier to generate income from home because you don't have to face traffic and all of those issues. But don't forget that being your own boss is not that easier. You know, it means you have to hold yourself accountable. Nobody's going to hold you accountable. If you have to put up a blog post today, it means you have to put up a blog post today. And if you don't do it, no one's going to tell you, why didn't you put a blog post today? It means you're the one that has to hold yourself accountable and reprimand yourself as to why you didn't do it. Okay, it's one thing to dream big, it's another thing to act like you're dreaming big, or to go out there and chase those dreams. So don't forget, you can contact me anytime and I'll be here to respond. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you, Imo. Thank you, Mobo. And thank you, every other person who joined the live stream. The replay is definitely going to be up after this. And I hope to see you again next week, Wednesday. Thanks so much. So sorry again about last week. And obviously, as you know, that we are up and going now. And there's going to be live training. I'm probably going to be coming up live within the week as well, just to touch on stuff and just to rant as usual. So, you know, trying to get comfortable with talking and, you know, just talking into a camera. This is new to me. So what's important is just listen to what I have to say, you know. That's what's important. Listen to what I have to say and then take action, and then ask questions, ask for help, and help somebody out there as well. Make sure you share this video with your friends and family so that they can also learn something about making money, and so that they can also make money. We all want to help people. The economy is really terrible these days. Please follow me back on Instagram. Okay, I will do that, Victoria. So you send me a message so that I know, you know, just send me a message so that I know. Okay, sure. Just send a message. It'd probably be hard to kind of scroll down to find you. So if you send a message, it'll be easier to find you. Okay, yeah, I could just search that. Never mind. I probably will not be able to see that message again, that comment you just made. So just send a message on Instagram, and definitely I'll follow you back. And so you guys, I gotta go now. Thanks for being patient. Thanks for watching, and make sure you share. Take care. Bye.